All right, welcome back. Tell you what's going on here. This is the fourth morning. Yes, fourth morning, fourth day of hiking. Still have one more day at a shelter before I get to a hostel. So this has been quite a boom, shock to my system to, be out on the trail for 4 nights. I don't know. Longer than I wanted to be, but I had to back it up and lower the mileage. But anyway, so this is the status right now. They said there was a warning because the bridge was out and that it may be impassable and all this kind of stuff. And there's a reroute, or unless you want to ford the stream. And, but I've been telling you that the water's pretty scarce. So, here is the impassable stream right now, which also lets you know what the water's like. Yeah, it doesn't look real impassable, does it? So I'm just gonna hop across those rocks, and I don't know if you can see a blaze right there. That's where the trail continues. All right, so kind of exciting news. I needed a boost. First off, there's this little bench. Had about a little over a 2-mile uphill all morning. But, so on that bench, I could call Paula, touch base with her. See, I haven't been able to talk to her but like one time a day. So that's tough. And then I'm just out here. Ooh, here's some other hikers right when I say something. Hold on, back to you. Hold just a second. So sorry about that, but that was my first Southbounders. It was a guy and 2 young boys. Now I asked if I could interview them, but he did not want his boys to be interviewed and whatnot. I mean, they were young kids, like 10 and 11. They're doing like 150 miles a week. And so anyway, that was cool. But what I was saying was I called a hostel up ahead, 4 Pines, which they just said they just stayed there, but are going to be picked up at this next road crossing. So I thought I was going to have to spend another night in the woods, but I get a shower tonight. So man, I'm pumped. So I took this little path up, and there's a monument here. It claims, according to this, that he was America's most decorated veteran of World War II. And Audie Leon Murphy. You can see the American flag, see the Texas flag, because he was born in Texas. But it looks like he was born in 1924 and died in 1971. So this memorial was made in honor of him. All right, so this is a treat. I'm at this hostel I told you about, but this dude just pulled up on his bike, and I'm gonna let him tell you who he is and what he's been doing.
So I'm Pelle. I'm from the Netherlands. I started my cycling trip across the country. It's called the Trans-America Trail. I started 1st of June, so it's almost 82 days ago in Seattle, and now I'm here in Virginia, so I'm almost finished. I'm going to Yorktown. That's about 1 week more. So yeah, I brought my bike over from the Netherlands with all my gear. As you can see here, it's a gravel bike, and it's actually a United States brand. It's a Kona, and yeah, I have everything on it, like all my cooking stuff. I have cooking stove, my a tent, sleeping bag, so I can just fully support myself.
That's really cool. What's been your favorite part of the trip, would you say?
To see the changing landscape.
Oh yeah.
You can make pretty good progress on a bike, so you can really see the landscape changing. So we start in the northwest. It's really a lot of rainforests, oceans. Then you go to the Rockies, the mountains. You go down to Kansas. You have like the plains and the cornfields, and it's really nice to see the changing landscape. And of course, people are very friendly. I really have good experiences here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
People are kind. They always want to help you. They're interested. So
yeah, well, we are too. Well, thank you so much, Pelle. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right. All right, been a good morning so far. This has been the best day I've had since I've been back out. It's kind of cooler this morning. Had a shower last night, slept in a bed. It is relative though. So like, not good or bad, it's just different. Compared to where I've been sleeping, that bed last night was awesome. But for most of y'all, if you saw where I was sleeping last night, you'd be like, ain't no way. Hey man, mile 700, very exciting and very nice view. You see why it's called the Blue Ridge Mountains with that blue haze. All right, this is the first of 3 of the Triple Crown. This is Dragon's Tooth. Now, well, I'm gonna turn it around for you. As usual, video really doesn't do it justice, but it's a huge, solid piece of rock, a monolith. You can climb up there. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. That's one of the things about being out here pretty much by myself. I'm a little more careful, let's say. But you can just tell these huge stones, so pretty cool. Wanted to share this. I'm coming down from Dragon's Tooth, and I'm gonna tell you, it's no joke. I think this is the first time I've seen the rebar put into the rocks. You can see the blazes, see the blaze, and it even gives you an arrow, because this is just straight rock scramble. All right, let me tell you what's happening. Just finished up the stay at Four Pines. Ended up staying there 3 nights, slack packed every day, got miles every day. But that was kind of nice. So now I'm back on trail. But here's the circumstance. A huge storm is coming. I'm excited because McAfee's Knob is just up here in about, I think, 7 miles or so, which is a very iconic place. It's gonna be my luck if it's raining when I get there, and there's no water. So I'm carrying probably an extra, at least 10 pounds, which does not feel good. And and that's the irony. If it rains, maybe I didn't need to carry the water, but anyway. So that's what's going on now. But my plan is for 1 night on the trail and then into another town in about 20 miles. And but it was a good stay. I didn't mention to you, I saw my first bear, saw a rattlesnake, saw many deer. I've seen more wildlife on this trip in these few days I've been on, about a week, that I did the whole trip last time. And I think a lot of it is because the summertime they're more active, and also because I am alone out here, so there's not other people stirring things up. So it's been kind of a neat trip, but we'll see what this holds, and I'll tell you all about it, how it plays out. Oh yeah, plus it's supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year, so this may be one of those grin and bear it days. Really windy, so I apologize for the wind noise. I wasn't even paying attention, and there's two does right there just feeding. They moved just a little bit and actually startled me. All right, here's the third and final triple crown of Virginia, Tinker Cliffs. Very similar to this morning, but you can just tell that those cliffs are, you don't want to go off that. It's windy up here, which is nice. So I'm glad I obviously went forward, because the trail keeps coming and it comes out, and the trail literally walks along one of these cliffs. just this whole area. It was just, this is the first time I recall the trail going right by a cliff like that, or an attraction, because usually it just has like an off trail. But I'll show you. See the white blaze there on that tree. So that's the trail. How about that? It's a really cool place. Tinker Cliffs. I tell you, these Tinker Cliffs, this has been the surprise of the day, the surprise of the hike. McAfee's Knob, I knew about it. I was looking forward to it. I'd seen it a gazillion times in pictures, but Tinker Cliffs has just been amazing views. Just this all along this top for about probably half a mile at least. So very pleasant surprise. Pretty awesome. All right, so I made it to this campsite. Beautiful little site. It kind of reminds me of what, you know, like a national park site. There is a creek right here beside the campsite, but it's dry. I did find one little kind of pool that I could cool off in a little bit, my feet and everything, but this is going to be for tonight, and we'll make it into town tomorrow. So I'm bummed. I bought some of this. It says honey barbecue. Well, that's all I focused on was honey barbecue, so I thought it was like barbecue, but it's tuna, lightly seasoned premium tuna for honey barbecue. But look, they even got a sandwich. So looks kind of like barbecue. We'll see. I'll let you know. Well, it was fishy barbecue, and that ain't good. But if you want good barbecue, Smoke South is the way to do it. I don't know if I can get them to cater out here, but that'd be awesome. Check this out. This spider makes a web, and it's like a cone, goes right into the tree. Kind of cool. Walking on this ridge, but I noticed that, look, you can see a few colors changing, and hopefully that means fall's around the corner and cooler weather. That's going to be a really pretty deal. This is kind of an example of how dry it is. You see the platforms that are built with the logs? Well, that's to get you out of the mud, but I'm just walking just as nicely as you can right beside it. There's some water in this creek. If I wasn't less than a half a mile away from a hotel and a shower, I would sure be in this thing too. All right, I'll let you experience this with me. So, been walking for miles and miles and miles in the woods, and then it just dumps out to a major highway. Woo. And that place over there never looked so good to have a cold drink. This one's even better. It's on this side of the road. So this is Daleville.